Give me a couple of moments here. I want to go through and get notifications out. Anyone notice out? Do notice out. The notifications back. All right. That's just the stuff that I was doing. All right. So we've got two puzzles to do. Puzzle number 704 in both cases. One is the easy puzzle, and one is a medium. So let's pull up the easy one first, or load it up. It is a rotationally symmetric puzzle with a 180-degree turn. And symmetric doesn't mean numbers are the same, it just means they're in the same location. Right? Is I validate this. If it validates, i.e. I didn't transcribe any numbers wrong, you should see a bunch of gray boxes around the letter or the numbers that I've posted, and you get to do or start this about 20 seconds earlier than I do, because I'll wait 20 seconds. Otherwise, I will make corrections and we'll try the process again. There we go. And go ahead and about 20 seconds, I'll see what I can do. And that's now down to 12 or less. And there's 20 seconds, so one of these two is going to be a 2. One's here. And I got 3 possibilities for 1 there. 5 here. Everything's open here. And now we fill in the rest of the possible 2's. All right, that's 3. We got 2 possibilities here, but that's gotta be it for lightweight solutions. 4 possible here, 6 here, 7 here, also 7, and 5 here. Oh yes, 5 here as well. How about 4? Get a little bit of a 3 here, only 4 here. 5 here though. Okay, about 3 here. And 4 here. 4 here. And here. 5 here. 4 here. And 7 here. All right, 5. 5 here. Here. That means I've got 3 possibles here. 4 possibles here. 4 possibles here in the corners. Four there. Sorry. Everything's open here. 7. 3 possibles here. 5 possibles. Nope, not there. 4 possibles here. All right, 6 is. We get a solve of a 6 here. That gives us a solve of a 6 there as well. At the moment I've got 4 possibles here. 3 possibles here. 3 possibles here. 4 possibles here. And that takes care of those. 7. 3 possible 7s here. 5 here. 4. Nope. 3 here. And here as well. Here we get all 6 options. 2 options, or no, we get a solve here. Let's clean up a couple as a result. That's not going to be a 7. One of these 2 will be up here. Okay, yeah, that can't be a 7 either. How about 8? I have 3 of them possible here. 2 possibles here, which means that's not. And we end up with 5 possibilities down here. Another 5 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here. Cleans up that, narrows it, and solves that, basically. A singleton possibility here. We can clean up a couple others. And now we look at 9, so we get a solve of a 9 there. 2 possibilities here. Nope. 4 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here. And I do believe that is all of them. So, any singletons? Sort of here. There are, I've got a 1 here. This is going to be a 1. There's a 3 there as a standalone. That leaves us with these can't be 1s. This one will be a 4, 7, and 3 here means that these can't be 3s or 4s, or if there was any 7s. So 4s and 3s here. This is not going to be a 3. That's going to be a 4. So not a 4 here. And not a 3 either. So 7 and 5 there. So not a 5 here. Clean up 5s down here. Clean up these 7s if I have any. Also the 1. I do have a couple of those. That turns that into a 3. This becomes a 2. And this a 4. So get those cleaned up. That becomes a 1, a 2, and a 5. Clean up 5s in here, and rounding square cells already. That makes that into a 2. This becomes a 4, 7, and a 3 here. That makes that a 7. This is a 4. Clean up 4s and the 7s. Okay, not a 2. 5, 9, 5, 9. Right? So these two can only be 9 or 1s and 2s. The 9 and 6 are not there. Not a 5 here. There's that into a 5. And that becomes a 3. This is going to be a 6. This will be a 9 because 5 is already taken here. And one of these two will be a 5. Not a 6, but one will be a 7. Clean up that 6 there. Also some 3s log this row anymore as options. And we've got a few extras in here as well. These can't be 3s. 1, 5, 8, and 9 are all possible there. And can't be a 4, can't be a 1. So can't be 9s, 8s, 7s, which don't appear to be issues for those. All right. Okay, that can't be a 4. One of these two will be. 1, 3. Okay, 1, 5. 7, 5, but I don't have a 5, 7. Can't be a 2. So that's a 2. I got 4, 8 there. Not a 2 now. Not a 1. This appears to be the only place I can put a 7 in this square. We'll so mark that. Clean up that 7. That 7 is a 7. This is a 5. Clean up some extra 5s over here. All right, we got 3s that don't belong here now. We got a standalone 1 here, so not a 1 there. Now we got 4, 8, 4, 8, so this is not going to be a 4. This is not going to be an 8. That's 3, that's an 8. That means that can't be a 3, so that's a 5. Not a 1, so that's going to be a 3, and it's a 4. All right, can we clean anything else up? Yes, 3s can't be in those. Also 2s. And up down here, not a 5. Not a 5 here. Standalone 1. Do quick validation. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yes, a 1. Clean up that 1. Oh, not a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that tells me this can't be a 1. It would make this a 1, and this a 1. I think that breaks something over here. This can't be a 4. Well, nope, can't be an 8 either. Okay. I'm going to back it all out. And we'll run through this again real quick. This is supposed to be the easy one. Make sure I'm not recording. I'm not. All right. One of these two is going to be a 1. Everything else in the row has every possibility of being a 1. here we've got these 5 possibilities, these 3 possibilities. Down here we've got 6 possibilities for 1, and those possibilities. Now let's try 9. So we've got a 9 going in here. One of these 4 is going to be a 9. One of these 2 will be a 9. One of these 4 is going to be oh, that's not going to be 9. So one of these 2 is going to be a 9. And that takes care of the 9s. How about 8? We got an 8 here. An 8 here. So one of these 3 is going to be an 8. This one will be an 8 because I've got an 8 there and an 8 there, and that leaves that as the open place for an 8. I've got 3 places for an 8 here, possibly an 8 there, and here, and here, and 4 places here. Anything else? No. 7. So we got 3 possibilities for a 7 here. 3 nope, not a possibility. 2 possibilities for a 7 there. A few more here. A 7 here, so these are not. Here we've got 4 possibilities as well. Few possibilities here, so we can clean up a few. Sevens, how about 6s? Now this one's going to be a 6. Means this is a 6. I end up with 4 possibilities for a 6 here. 3 possibilities for 6 here. 3 possibilities for 6 here. 4 possibilities there. And that's it for 6s, I think. How about 5s? We've got 5. And this 5 leaves us 3 possibilities. A possibility here. 3 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. 4 here as well. 2 possibilities here. Means that's not a 5. 5 possibilities here. And looks like A5 here, which means I can clean up a few more. All right, how about 4? One of these, that one's going to be a 4. One of these 2 is going to be a 4. 4 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. And 4 possibilities here. Threes. Now this one's going to be a 3. Means one of these 2 is a 3. Got 4 possibilities for 3 here, or 3 possibilities for 3 here, and 6 possibilities for 3 here. Down here, we've got 4 possibilities for 3, and 6 possibilities for 3 here. Then up here, we've got 3 possibilities. It's going to very rapidly be turned into 2 or 1 because I've already got 1s and 8s locked in here. So that means that that becomes a 7. How about the 3s here? Looks like 4 possibilities. And they line up with those, right? Twos are what I've got left now. We've got 1 here, 1 here. So possibilities for 2s here, but not there. Here we've got 5 possibilities for 2. Four possibilities here. Two possibilities there. And these are not going to be a 2. That is. These won't be a 2. Don't have any fixed there yet. These aren't going to be a 2. Validation on this one, we've got a possible 1 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So when it is, that becomes a 2, and that becomes a 5. So we can clean up these 5. Clean up these 2 1s, and any others as well, we can. 1 8 pair means can't have a 1 or 8 in the cells below it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try for a 6, 7, 8, 9. So yes, the 6 here. Not there. Also not up here. And around 4. 1, 2, 3. What we're trying for. 5, 6. 7's here. 8 and 9. So yes, this becomes a 4. Clean up the other 4. It's a 3. Or 2. Let's see. Got a 1. 2 is going to have to be one of these 2. Can't be a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, how about 4 here? Is that valid as the only possibility? Well, 1, 2, 3. Try for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yes, 4 here. That makes this a 4 and a 3. We can clean up the 3s there. 4 was already cleaned. These, not that one. One of these two is going to be a 3. Got a 5, so that was a 5. Which doesn't affect anything else in the row. Here, however, we've got the standalone 2. So there's a 1, a 3, a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, hey. So it's going to be a 9. So this becomes a 2. Becomes a 9, a 1. Not a 9, not a 9. 6. Not a 6. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be a 2. And that breaks up some other stuff, doesn't it? Back that out. That can't be a 2. Can't be a 3. 7 and 3. So not a 7. That makes that a 7. And what am I looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This can't be a 9. Ah, this can't be a 9 either. So let's back everything out to that 9. There we go. That becomes a 9. That becomes a 9. This becomes a 1, 6, a 7, 2 here. Well, if that's not a 7, let's make that a 7, 3, 2. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 7. And that would be a 5. So not a 4, not a 7. Nope, not a 5. All right. Let's try this as a 9. Not a 5. That forces this to be a 5. over there, over there. So neither of these can be a 2, so that is a 2. Which gives us a possible 3 and 7 here, 7 here. Not here. Seven, 5 down here, 1 and 2 go there. We got a 9, 6 pair here now. All right. Not a 3, so that becomes a 1 and this an 8, and that becomes a 1. Clean up the 1s here. 8, 4, and 3 are left here. That can't be a 4 in the middle. Can't be a 1 here. We got a 1, 3, or 4, 3. And let's see anything else. No, this one is going to be a 7. Not a 3 here, so that's an 8. And this becomes a 2. Clean up that 8 there. That 7 there says this has to be a 5, and that becomes our 7. Okay, now clean up a couple of 5s over there. Got that one there already. Okay, not a 3 there. Here, here. That suggests this one's going to be a 1. Do a quick check on that. I've got a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 1 here. Clean up. Turns this into a 3. All right. This looks like it's going to be an 8. But that could be down here. All right. Oh, well, this one's not going to be 3, so it's going to be a 4, and this one's a 3. So now we can clean up the 4s down here, and this becomes our 8, not 9, 8, and 1. So not a 3 here, so that's 4. Clean up the 3s here. 6, 2. Clean up 6s and 2s down here. Also clean up that 8, leaving a 4 here. We can clean that up here. All right. I 2. 1, 3, 6, and 9. 1, 5, 6, 8, 9. 1 in those two. This one down here. That makes this one into a 9. Do a quick validation on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, leaving a 9. And this one gets to be a 1. Not a 9, so that's a 6. The 9 goes up here. And this can't be a 6, so it's going to be a 3. Not a 1 here. Oh, 3 here. So that makes this into a 5. 6. 2 here. Not a 2. That makes this a 6. Okay, not a 5 here. So that becomes an 8. This a 5. This becomes an 8. Clean up that. That becomes a 3 and a 6 here. 37 minutes to complete the first one. 37 minutes, 53 seconds. And play again, because now we're going to do puzzle 409 or 704 as a load in here. The medium puzzle. 4, 8, 6 here, 9 and 6 here, 9, 4, 3, 6. Means they're not just solving a 6 in that row. That doesn't necessarily bode well. All right. Again, with the validation gimmick, you get 20 seconds. It proves to be as valid as it proved to be. During which I am making no effort to try to solve it. All right. And my turn. Okay, 1, 1. And that becomes a 1. 1 there. 1 here. 1 there. 1 here. And that a 1. The 1s are solved. 2s. One of these 2 is a 2. Like I've got 3 possibilities up here. One of these 2 is a 2. Leaving one of these 2. here we've got 3 possibilities. All right, how about 3s? One of these two is going to be a 3. That means one of these two. Here I've got 4 possibilities for the moment. 3 possibilities here. This one will be 3, not this one, because I can't put a 3 in one of these 3. I've only got these 2 to put a 3 in this square. And top row is done. Middle row is done, at least as far as I can do. So it looks like I've got 4 possible 3s here. And one of it looks like everything's available. 3 here. All right, how about 4s? Well, these 3 is going to be a 4. That will be a 4. That will be a 4, so that is not. One of these 4 will be a 4. And these 2. So we get 2 possibilities for a 5. Two possibilities for 5. All right. One of these 2 is going to be a 5. I've got 3 possibilities here. And all 4 possibilities there. And 3 possibilities here. Oops, not there. However, that does mean this becomes a 5. That does look like about all I can do 5s at this point. 6s. So the top row is covered. We've got 2 possibilities for a 6 here. 2 possibilities for a 6 here. 3 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. 7s. Well, this one gets to be a 7. Means one of these 2 is a 7. One of these 2 is a 7. But it's not going to be this one, so that's 7. So that's going to be a 7. And one of these 2 will be 7. These 2 is going to be a 7. I've got 3 possibilities here at the moment. And yes, this one gets to be a 9. One of these 2 is a 9. Nope. Never mind. This gets to be a 9. 2 possibilities here. But that gets to be 9. It eats up one of these two, so that's the 9. All right. Look at 3 here first. We're missing something. What 8? Looks like I've got 3 possibilities for an 8 there. 2 possibilities here. Two possibilities for an 8 here. And all 4 or 5 of these could eventually be 8. Yeah, but up here, looks like I've got 3 possibilities. And we get an 8 here, which narrows that down. So in the square, we got a 1, 2, aiming for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Makes this into a 3 and this into a 2. And not a 2 here. Standalone 7 here. Let's check. 1, 2, 3. 4 down here, as well as 5 and a 6. And then we've got an 8 and a 9. So yes, a 7 there, not there, and not there. Don't have any over here to worry about. 2, 2, 3, 8, 2, and 3. Standalone 2. I get a 5 blocking the 5 from being here, so this becomes a 2, and this a 5. This will become a 3. And we end up with a 7, 8 pair. Not a 3 here. Okay, we got a 3 here. None of these can be a 3, so one of these has to be a 3. And we can clean up these. Also, it means that can't be a 3, so that is. We end up with just the 8 2s here. Okay, this gets to be a 4. Clean up these two. One of these two is going to be a 4. What was one of these two? Oh, we got some 2s. Or a 2 to clean up. Anything else I can clean up here? No. One 3. 8686. Alright. One of these two is going to be a 3, which we kind of knew. Is that valid as a standalone? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So yes, that is a 5. Not a 5 there, not a 5 there. 2, 3, 2, 8, 8, 3. Okay, what can we do? If we assume this is a 3, that makes this a 2 and this a 5. 2 and 5. Doesn't help with that yet. This becomes an 8, 3 down here. 6 and 8. 4 and 2 and 6 here. 6 here and 4. 8, 2 pair. Not a 3 here, so that turns that into a 3. Not a 6, that becomes an 8. This becomes a 6, this becomes an 8, not an 8, not an 8, not an 8. So 2, 7, and 6. 7 and 8 here, 2 and 8 here. And hey, 16 minutes and 20 seconds to solve this one. All right, everybody, I want to say thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good day, and we will look forward to touching base with you again tomorrow. be doing medium puzzle number 705. Take care, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.